Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you're having a fabulous weekend. Today is Sunday, so I thought why should I not come with a longer story today? Because I heard my children are enjoying my stories a lot. So the book that we'll be reading today is about a dinosaur, and the title of our book is Stop That Dinosaur. It's written by Alex English and it is illustrated by Ben Cord. Let's begin. Stop the dinosaur. I was in my granny's kitchen eating extra special cake when the walls began to tremble and the roof began to shake. The window panes all rattled and there was a mighty roar. Knock, knock, knock. Ring, ring, ring. Who was at the door? Granny opened up the door. I heard her scream. And then? Now look, children, what's happening. Now this little girl was having breakfast with her grandma. Suddenly they heard a roar. Granny went to the door and she opened it. But the little girl heard her scream and grandma was gone. A brontosaurus snatched her up and ran away again. The dinosaur was very fast and nimble on its feet, so I jumped right on my scooter and I whizzed off the street. Now this naughty brontosaurus took her grandma away, and this little girl was so scared and she was so worried about her grandma that she whizzed off down the street on her scooty. I chased it to the playground towards the pond and past the slide, but it showed no sign of stopping. She chased the dinosaur so fast, there she is, but the brontosaurus was too fast. Do you see he's got her grandma in his mouth? But she did not stop, she tried her best. A duck was on my handlebars. I couldn't see the floor. But I kept on scooting, shouting out, "Stop that dinosaur!" That girl tried very hard. A duck was sitting on the handlebar and she couldn't even see the floor. But she still wanted to save her granny, so she scooted as fast as she could. And she kept on shouting, "Stop that dinosaur!" I chased it up the high street, past the shops and the town hall. But it showed no sign of stopping. No, it didn't slow at all. The brontosaurus was even faster on the streets. Look at this little girl, still trying to chase the brontosaurus and her grandma. Everyone's looking, but nobody could help. You know why? Because the brontosaurus was very fast. I started scooting faster than I ever had before, and I kept on chasing, shouting out, "Stop that dinosaur!" She scooted as fast as she could, and she screamed to stop that dinosaur, but nobody could stop that dinosaur. I chased it through the long grass, past a farm and through the fields. But did that dino stop? Oh no! However fast my wheels, the dinosaur still didn't stop, no matter how fast she scooted. My shoes were wet and muddy, and my legs were getting sore, but I kept on scooting, shouting out, "Stop that dinosaur!" I chased it down the hillside, then I lost it in the wood. She chased and chased in the woods, and she lost him because the brontosaurus is going into the forest. I couldn't see it anywhere. Was Granny gone for good? My eyes filled up with tears and my knees began to knock. What would I tell my mummy when she came at 6 o'clock? Now the little girl began to worry. She thought, was her grandma gone for good? And if she had gone, then what will she tell her mummy at 6 o'clock when she returns? I scooted even faster. I just had to get Gran back. But my shoelace caught a tree root and I skidded off the track. I flew right through the air and then I wobbled to the side. I scraped my knee and bumped my bum. I want my granny, I cried. Now look at this. This little girl had to go through so much of problem to find her grandma. She even got so many ouchies. And she began to cry because she couldn't find her grandma. And then I heard a sniffle. You know what a sniffle is? You see? Sniffle. And a rustle in the leaves. The dinosaur came creeping out from in between the trees. Where is my granny? I whimpered. I need her back, you see. I really miss her. She's the only gran for me. Now she told the dinosaur, I want my grandma back. I miss her a lot. And she is the only grandma I have. I'm sorry, said the dinosaur. It's wrong to steal from you, but your granny looked so friendly that I long to have one too. I've heard Granny read your stories and then make you an apple pie. They kiss your bruises better and they hug you when you cry. I never would have done it if I had one of my own, but we dinos don't have grannies. We dinos are all alone. Oh, so the brontosaurus told this little girl, I'm sorry. I did not mean to take your grandma away. But you know, I love the way your grandma deals with you. She makes apple pies for you. She reads you stories. She hugs you when you get an ouchie. And we poor dinosaurs have no grandma, so I was very sad. Here she is, the dino said. I'll bother you no more. But not so fast, we shouted. Stop, please, dinosaur. There's no need to be lonely. Would you like to come for tea? There's extra special cake at home and plenty there for 3. So we went back to Granny's where the dino chase began. Now dino drops in every week so we can share my Gran. Now look what happened. This girl was so sweet and the grandma was so loving that they invited the brontosaurus to grandma's house. And every week they together had a tea party in the garden, a small picnic sort. I hope you liked this story, and this was the end of this beautiful story.